Nick Foles set for $2 million bonus but Eagles' future in doubt ahead of Redskins showdown. The 29-year-old second-string quarterback replaced Carson Wentz after he suffered a season-ending back injury. Foles, who led the Eagles to Super Bowl victory last season and picked up the MVP award in the process, might be playing his final game for Philadelphia on Sunday. NFL Network Insider Ian Rapoport insists that Foles will not be back with the Eagles next season, but how this comes about is still unknown. Foles does have the opportunity to make a cool $1 million if the Eagles make the playoffs among other incentives. He really has cashed in this season, Rapoport said. Predict 5 results and win £25,000, free to play here after the season. The Eagles have a decision to make. Are they going to pick up his $20 million option on his contract and lock him in for another year? At that point the expectation would be, Foles would give back $2 million to the Eagles and buy his way to free agency. That is a possibility. Or do the Eagles franchise him and try to trade him? That really is the decision facing the Eagles. It's clear he really isn't going to be back at Philly, but really how they send him to another team or into free agency, it's going to be a big story this offseason. If a team applies a franchise tag to a player, it gives a team and the player a window of a few months to work out a long-term deal. If an agreement cannot be met, the player gets paid an average of the top salaries at his position. The Eagles are currently 8-7 going into the last game of the regular season against the Washington Redskins. They can only make the playoffs if they beat the Redskins and the Minnesota Vikings lose to the Chicago Bears. If Foles can guide the Eagles to the playoffs, Mike Garafolo from the NFL Network claims the quarterback will be in line for a big payday. Garafolo said that Foles will get $250,000 if the Eagles win on Sunday, on top of $250,000 the player gets for starting the game. Then he has a playtime incentive, Garafolo said. He's got to get 33% of the snaps for the entire season. He's at like 29 right now. He needs like 60-something or so, and that will be $1 million. And then those per-game deals he's had all season long that we have been tracking, they double in the playoffs. So by starting a playoff game it will be another $500,000, with the opportunity to win another $500,000 on top of that next week. So all in all, it's 1.75 meters, up to 2.25 meters, that is what is on the line for Nick Foles. Plus all of this money he can make in the spring, saying, hey, look at me, I took this team to the playoffs. He's gonna make a lot of money.